At the beginning of a Broadway show, the lights dim, the music plays, and the audience waits for the spotlight to hit the stage. When the main actor appears, the story begins. So it is with leadership. When you become a leader, the people wait for you to step into the spotlight on center stage. All eyes are fixed on you, waiting to see who you are, waiting to see what you will say and what you will do. After all, you are the leader. What if the spotlight appeared on that stage and you were not in it? What would happen then? The people would be confused. They would wonder where you were. They would think that you didn't understand your role until they realized that you are a different kind of leader. You're not seeking the spotlight. In fact, you've walked off the stage to find the light crew. You will shift the focus of the spotlight to the people you've been asked to lead. You will lead the people to daring destinations far beyond their imagination. You will focus intensely on serving them well along the journey. You will help them discover meaning in their work and principles in their actions. You will dare to serve. A friend of mine went bungee jumping in South Africa, jumping off a bridge that rises 709 feet over the Blauwkrans River, making this the world's highest commercial bungee jumping location. The local operator of this extreme sport has appropriately named his company Face Adrenaline. When my friend got home from the trip, she showed me the videotape of her bungee jump. During the last several minutes of preparation ahead of the jump, while the guides secured her in the harness, my friend screamed and cried like she was going to die any minute. I completely relate to the emotion. I probably would have died of fear right there on the platform. But being much braver than I, my friend made the jump and found herself swinging upside down over the Blauwkrans River until the crew pulled her back up to the top. She told me how amazing the experience was, how it felt to fly through the air with the blood rushing to her head. Being adverse to physical risk-taking, this whole idea of bungee jumping in South Africa makes absolutely no sense to me. In fact, it seems outright crazy. So why do people take this kind of risk? And what benefits do they get from the experience? In 2009, Breimer and Oates published research on the mindset and effects of participating in extreme sports. Their findings may surprise you. In the people they interviewed, who pursue things like base jumping, waterfall kayaking, big wave surfing, and extreme mountaineering, the researchers discovered a positive transformation in the courage and the humility of the participants. Apparently, pursuing activities that involve a real chance of death transform us in a positive way, growing our courage for risk-taking, while humbling us as we realize we do not control the outcomes. Dare to Serve leadership reflects this same paradox. It requires immense courage and a deeply humble soul at the same time. The leader must call out a daring aspiration for the people, bold enough to risk failure. The leader must give people confidence that the destination can be reached, yet humbly accept that they do not control all the outcomes. This tension of the uncertain outcome, combined with the leader's commitment to help the people reach the destination, yields the conditions for exciting performance results. You see, leadership is an extreme sport. One of the things I've concluded in my study of leadership is this: great leaders have bold ideas. They have big aspirations for the people. Think about leaders in history. Are there any great leaders you remember that had small aspirations for the people? Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King? Even leaders with bad ideas are remembered for their boldness. Hitler, Stalin, Mao. There's no such thing as a historical leader that didn't do anything remarkable or remembered. The same is true of your leadership. If you want your leadership to be remarkable or remembered, you must have brave aspirations for the people and the enterprise. You must tackle something together that's huge and hard. Many years ago, I tried to get a big idea approved at work. I was working at Domino's Pizza at the time, and the big idea was a heated bag that kept your pizza at oven temperatures as it was delivered, steaming hot all the way to your kitchen table. It seemed like a bold and brilliant idea to me, but no one else shared my passion. I worked on the idea with engineers for months. I presented the idea 7 times to senior management and got turned down every time. It would have been a whole lot easier to give up than to go forward. But for some reason, I believed that this idea would be a competitive breakthrough, and I refused to give up. Eventually, the CEO agreed to launch the idea, and the Domino's Heatwave bag was born. The hot, delicious pizza was a delight to the customer, and sales went up steadily for years. The sales success was exciting for the whole team, and the enterprise prospered. I learned to be brave from a masterful entrepreneur, the CEO of Domino's Pizza, Tom Monahan. One day I had the opportunity to ask Tom what his original goal was for Domino's Pizza. He told me that he had hoped to build about 200 restaurants, one on every college campus in America. Today, there are approximately 11,000 Domino's Pizza restaurants in more than 70 countries around the world. I would say Tom Monahan led his team to a daring destination, wouldn't you? A leader who takes the people to a bold and brave destination energizes the people, creating a work environment that fuels success. I don't know about you, but I only want to work on the big, huge, hard things. Maybe it's my wiring of being an idea person. Maybe it's my love of turning around difficult situations. Maybe it reflects my total lack of patience for slow-moving endeavors. But this I am certain of. I want to work on something that matters, something that will make a difference. I don't think this feeling is unique to me. I believe the people we lead want to work on something that matters, something that makes a difference. I think the people would rather try something bold and exciting and fail than never be challenged at all. On what kind of bold and brave journey will you take your team?